How was your day? Oh, mine was pretty chill, actually. I just took a moment or a day and, just took it really easy. And then I made myself some dinner, cooked some food using some water, did my dishes using some water, and I had a shower, you know. Now I'm drinking a nice cold bottle of water, you know. And I feel so privileged. Mhm. Extremely privileged at this very point in time. You know, I talked about that little girl on the news about feeling like nobody cared. She doesn't exist. She suffers in a box. I'm extremely privileged to be able to cook food, have a cold glass of water in my fridge, jump in the shower and wash my hair and make it smell wonderful and clean. Wash my dishes up after I made food, right? I've been doing a lot of thinking about it, about why it had to take finding all those lost souls for such a privilege. Actually, no, it's a right for clean water. Water you can drink, bathe in, cook with. You know, not drinking water advisories, to put it minorly, put it politely, to put it as the official wording goes. Drinking water advisories, So I get asking myself some questions, which I often do, and I have to find out some answers, which generally what happens after I ask myself some questions. So, according to the National Assessment of First Nations Water and Wastewater, this survey was completed, test survey. This information was gathered in 2011. And from what I read and what I could determine from what they put up on their little website there that they are allowing us to see, 73% of the water systems are high to medium. That one point where, hang on, wait, I can't see. 73% of the water systems are at high or medium warnings. Yep. The 1.2 million was required after testing 73% of the water for First Nations. $1.2 million was required to meet the federal government's own protocols for safe water and wastewater. That was in 2011 for 73% of First Nations. Okay, so I'm going to try and pronounce some First Nation tribe names, and I will probably not get it correct, so forgive me. In Kitigan, Zibi, K-I-T-I-G-A-N, and then Zibi, Z-I-B-I, First Nations, that I do not consume since 2004. We're talking, this happened, this survey was taken, this knowledge of bad water in 2011. And in 2004, this Kitigan Zibi First Nation had a do not consume since 2004 because the uranium found in the water was unacceptable. Any uranium in the water is unacceptable, is it not? I don't know. I didn't look that far into that. Because when you click on any of the links, the page is no longer found, right? So, like, right down to I was looking for a list. I just wanted to see how many. And this was the best that I could come up with. So 4 First Nations. Okay, some more mispronunciations. And again, I apologize. Tusu, Tina, Emerinskin, Sucker Creek, and Blood First Nations. Okay, filed a lawsuit of violation of S7 and 15 of the Charter of Rights and Freedom Act. Yeah. It's part of our Charter of Rights and Freedom to have fresh water. Nothing. No words. The alternative federal budget stated a 10-year plan to spend $4.7 billion for water and wastewater on the 73% of First Nations do not drink this water. Yeah. So, turns out that Harper is the one that was going, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to promise you. Trudeau and Mouclair. All 3 of these were demanding the national water. What about today, Trudeau? Justin Trudeau, Liberal Justin Trudeau, Liberal leader, whatever the hell your title was at the time. Okay, so don't say, oh, it was my dad. No, at least you did. Anyway, you were demanding a national water. And oh, I totally missed some. There we go. Thinking I'm missing some information, right? This is the Council of Canadians where I found this information. May the 1st in 2014. 130 GWA in 91 First Nations across Canada, including BC. There was a link for the list. It was removed. Nothing. Page not available. GWA referred to as a black eye, according to the federal government. They considered, drinking water advisories to be their black eye. First Nations. Yes. 29 First Nations reservations under DWA for 5 years since 2009. 14 for the last 10 years and 3 for the last 15 years. Half of them for over 5 years. I've had don't drink your water warnings. 4 communities in the Atlantic region, 2 in Quebec, 45 in Ontario, 6 in Manitoba, 25 in Saskatchewan, and 16 in Alberta. These are how many in the Atlantic area or region cannot drink water, wash dishes, cook food, take a shower, because their water is not drinkable. So then I get to the bottom of the page and there's big ass asterisk and the big block letters, note. Yeah. BC tripartite framework agreement on First Nation health and governments, ANCE. On October the 1st in 2013, transferred the program to First Nations Health Authority, FNHA. Canada no longer reports any DWA in BC's First Nations. Then it goes on to say that it's provincial and territorial and that their governments do that, so look into that there. It's pretty fucking horrific, man, you know? This came out 10 years ago. So there's that 15 is now 25. That 10 is now 20. That 5 is now 15. You know? A long time. And it takes such a tragedy to bring this awareness, along with so much other travesties, trauma. This is about water. This is about how privileged are you at this very point in time. Were you as privileged as my own self? I made food tonight. I did my dishes. I took a shower. I'm drinking a bottle of cold water I put in the fridge myself from my tap. You know? It's pretty heavy on the heart, right? Weighs in a little bit on you. You know? Yeah. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. There is. Also, another thing that I learned today was, have you heard of the Round Table Alliance? It's on YouTube every Sunday, and it's a live, I believe anybody can jump in and check it out. It's an alliance, and it's on YouTube. Check it out. Anyways, they have started Operation Rising Tide is what they're calling it. And try and reaching out, hollering. We're all talking. We're all speaking out. Nobody's being quiet, because now is not a time for quiet. Now is a time to say, hey, you know what? Facts that I just read to you, and I couldn't get any more because the links were removed because, our government's hiding shit some more. Anyway, the Moses West Foundation has formed an alliance with the Round Table. I have not looked into the Moses West Foundation, but from what I understand, it's pretty effing cool. Okay, so that's exciting. And LifeStraw has reinitiated their program with them. I'm not sure about the story behind that, how they lost, I think they lost the contract originally, probably, to the undercutter that provided useless treatments, plants. Anyway, whatever. I don't have enough information on that either. Just, yes. Anyways, they are raising a fundraiser. So check out the Roundtable Alliance on YouTube. And if you can, they have a bit of a challenge. They want to raise $10 million in 10 days. And you know what? I think it can be done. I happen to agree with the gentleman that really, I don't know his name. I'm sorry. Again, you want this information, you have to go find it, because I did my bit today to let you know that, it's absolute BS that 73%, and there was numbers out there like 91 reservations in this area, and yeah, asinine. So I'm not going to get into that because I did not retain that information. I just the information. Oh, I did. I told you about that. See, I didn't retain it. I wrote it down. 130 DWA and 91 first reservations. Right. 10 years ago, that was brought out, and they've been without for 10 and 15 and 5 years then. So again, that's 25, no, sorry, 35 years, 20 years, and 15 years with no water. How privileged are we? So donate if you can. Help that goal. Help that goal reach. And become an ally. Become a part of the change that this planet needs. And, really just embrace this newfound love everybody is finding for each other. They're finding the way it's supposed to be, and that is I'm practicing on my heart thingies. Not very good at it. For that, with this, makes my own heart grow like the Grinch's, So, I never truly advocated for anything outside of my own family before, like my blood family. I never felt, and I mean, I still kind of feel the same way that I'm not a nobody. Like, I mean, I'm somebody, of course, but I'm not anybody. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not a big TikToker. I'm not these things. I am just me, and who has a lot of passion for a lot of things, the planet and people, and let's do this. Let's hit this 10 mil in 10 days. And I know I have no subscribers and nobody hears my message, but maybe one day I'll get the right title on there, and then the right person will click on that link, and then you'll just hear me go, hey, do you know this thing about this thing about this thing about where, our Indigenous families, friends, allies, cousins, brothers, and sisters are without the basic right of clean water? It's not. It's not okay. They deserve better, and we can do better. Okay, well, thanks again. I know the second one in one day, but it's my channel. I can do what I want to. Have a good night. Okay. Peace and blessings.